My name is Laura, and I am an alumni of FRC Team 4061, the Cyborgs.
How long have you been in First?
I was a student in First for 6 years, and I've been an alumni for 1 year. I'm currently studying computer engineering at the University of Idaho, and I'm a technician intern at Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories.
What inspired you to join First?
I was really inspired to join First when I got involved with Lego Robotics in late elementary school through a separate organization, and I learned that I love coding, and I got the opportunity to do some text-based programming, and I loved the idea that I could write text and it would then control a machine, that it would actually do something. And so then I had some friends who were on the FRC team, and they invited me to kickoff, and it was in middle school, to see how that would go if I could join early. And I went, and I fell in love with the strategy there, because we got a challenge and we were all working together to determine what if we did this, what if we focused on this aspect, and what would be the best strategy, and then got to go actually action our ideas. And I loved that creative problem solving as a community.
How has your First experience impacted your life so far?
First has really totally changed my life. When I came in, I was very nervous. I said I hated public speaking. I didn't really know how to code. I didn't know how to use File Explorer or anything. And it first gave me technical skills, and then as students graduated and roles became open, I got pulled into leadership and learned that I love the intersection points of different disciplines, different skill sets, helping people succeed. And I also learned how to present at banquets or sponsor visits and write grants. And it's given me all these skills and the confidence to go and use them in my real life.
What have you learned during your time in First about STEM?
And the biggest STEM skill I learned in First was in software. I learned 2 different programming languages, got to touch a couple others, and I really came from barely knowing anything to now having enough experience that I've been able to take that into my internships at SEL and into some of my classwork at college. And so it was really impactful learning those skills and also learning how they fit together with other subsystems. How can I work with electrical and mechanical to make one cohesive solution?
How do you think being a girl has affected your time in First?
I don't think being a girl changed my time in First that much. Nobody ever told me that I didn't deserve to be here because I was a girl. No one ever told me that I was lesser because I was a girl, and so I never believed that I was an outcast because of my gender. And so I was really blessed to be in a team and in an atmosphere where I was treated with as much respect and opportunities as every other student.
What's one of your favorite girlhood moments you've had in First?
I think my favorite girlhood moment in First was when I was teaching a Java programming camp, and there was a student there. She was an incoming freshman in high school, and she was very nervous. She did not really have any programming skills ahead of time. She wasn't used to being in a male-dominated space, and she ended up joining the team. She was able to learn some skills and feel comfortable coming in, and her mom told me about a year later that the only reason her daughter felt comfortable joining was because she saw me leading. She saw me teaching in a technical space, and she saw me leading my team as a woman, and that because I could succeed, she believed that she could come in and she could succeed. And so I love that I'm able to be a role model for those students and help them feel comfortable to come into the space and own their learning.
What have you personally accomplished that you feel proud of?
I think the biggest accomplishment that I'm proud of is being a default person for when people want to get connected and they want to grow and they want to network. I won the Dean's List Finalist Award in 2022, and that was a huge honor towards the work that I've been doing within my team to grow students and to help raise them into professionals so that they can go pro successfully. And I've been able to help students at college, within First, within my company, to help them meet people, get involved, and learn the technical skills, but also feel comfortable to then take ownership of their own network and build those connections themselves.
What is an example of a challenge that you've overcome?
The biggest challenge that I overcame was not knowing how to express my extroversion in a way that achieved my goals. So I've always been very extroverted and social, but I didn't have the confidence to reach out to people, to talk to someone at a business event, to just go meet someone on another team. And so First gave me the space to try those skills, to learn them, to fail with them in a safe environment, and really gave me the skills and the comfort level and the confidence to now I can just go up to people and meet them and find out their story and share my story. And I have the skills. I'm important enough. I feel comfortable doing that and building that network.
Who are some women in STEM that have inspired you?
My biggest inspirations for women in STEM are Jessie Hall and Erin Jessup. They're both leaders in Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories, and I really admire how they lead within my company and I get to see them in their jobs. And they're also mothers, and seeing them balance and prioritize between being a mother, being a wife, and having a career, and not having those two things fight, but doing them both with grace and with confidence is really inspiring. And also how they reach out to people like me and they remember what it's like to be new, to be young, to be nervous, trying new things. And that even though they're leading now, they reach out and want you to feel comfortable to grow into a position like where they're at.
What would you say to girls who are hesitant about joining the STEM field or robotics team?
If a girl's hesitant to join, I would say take a look at why you want to join. And I don't mean that in a critical way, but in a way of what are you interested in learning? What do you enjoy about this? Maybe you want to learn how to code. Maybe you just want to compete and it sounds fun. Whatever it is, and then recognize that you have the right to learn those things. You deserve to learn those things just as much as any other student. And so come in and own your space. You don't have to fight for your space. Someone else can't take that away from you. And so if you have that confidence and come in knowing that you deserve to learn, even if someone tells you that you don't belong, that you're different, that you won't succeed, you know that you can and that you will. And so come in and take advantage of every opportunity you have to learn and to grow and own that you deserve to be there just as much as everyone.
What are your hopes for the future of women and girls in STEM fields, and how do you see yourself contributing to this future?
I hope in the future that girls in STEM are normalized and girls and women are normalized enough in STEM that they don't feel like they're in a special class, that they're in a different minority class, that they exist in that space and they have role models and support from other women and from male counterparts that they can come, they can join, they can grow, and to have enough of that support system that they don't feel like the odd one out, or like they have to fight for their right to be there. I hope to be part of that future by mentoring younger girls, by doing that myself, by modeling how to approach the situations with grace and with confidence, and then help other girls develop those skills to join the workforce.